Brandon Gray says he is, quote, super excited now that a new map has given his district a slight Democratic lean. He says he's hopeful that issues such as women's reproductive rights and Medicaid expansion will get his supporters to the polls. Brandon Gray warns voters concerned about abortion rights that Republicans may take action in the new year.
Republican Speaker of the House Tim Moore said he is going to pass an anti-choice bill. So us flipping this seat really is crucial to keeping reproductive rights here in North Carolina, because we have to have enough seats to uphold Governor Cooper's veto, and that's what I'm hoping to do.
The Oak Ridge Democrat says abortion is the #1 issue among voters that he's met on the campaign trail. And while he says he supports women's reproductive rights, it's not his top issue.
For me, I think #1 is still healthcare. On year 3 of a pandemic, we've seen the effects of folks not having access to healthcare, and affordable healthcare is top of mind for a lot of folks.
Medicaid expansion came closer than ever this past session in the North Carolina legislature, with Republicans in the Senate joining Democrats to approve it. But House Republicans didn't join in.
Medicaid expansion is super personal to me. Growing up, I had Medicaid. It gave me access to the life-saving health care that I needed, but that my family couldn't afford. Most of the people in the General Assembly haven't relied on Medicaid for their health care. That's another thing I bring to the table. My husband is a nurse, and he sees the effects of our hospitals, our high wait times because of the short staff. And Medicaid expansion really does address those issues while bringing a lot of money to our local economy as well.
Gray says that North Carolina needs to do more for education. What is it that you want to do? You say we're not doing enough for education.
Yeah, just making sure our schools are safe. I know what it's like to be in a classroom and fear for your life and actually have active shooter drills. My opponent hasn't been in schools in 60 years, so I definitely have that advantage.
Where's the money going to come from? How much more do you want to pay teachers? Those kinds of questions.
Governor Cooper wanted to pass a 10% raise for our educators. Republicans voted against that. So I think just getting more pay for our educators, raising it the 10% that Governor Cooper wanted.
Gray does not say where he'd get that extra funding for education. He also doesn't toe the party line when it comes to education. Do you support school choice?
Yes.
Some Democrats have a problem with that. They believe that it takes money away from traditional public schools. Do you also support the use of vouchers, public taxpayer money for private education?
I would prefer that most of the money do be spent for our public schools, but that's definitely something that I'm open to.
Concealed carry permit is something that has been tried to get eliminated for the last couple of years. Where do you stand on the concealed carry permit?
I support concealed carry. I'm a gun owner. I live in the rural part of Guilford County. I grew up with guns, so I support that.
Do you have a concealed carry permit?
I do not, but I'm in the process of it.
You are? And why is that?
Just because I think it allows people to feel safe. Just things that I've encountered in my life, I would feel more safe.
Finally, Gray says he's not only concerned about women's rights, he's worried about the future of LGBTQ rights as well. Do you believe that the same-sex marriage thing is going to come back to the states?
I do, and that's another thing that, obviously, I'm a gay man. Marriage equality is important to me. My marriage is important to me. Back in 2011, my opponent also voted against same-sex marriage here in North Carolina, and I'm sure he would vote the same. It's Brandon Gray versus John Faircloth in North Carolina House District number 62, Guilford County. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.